Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to SpeedGaming 3, where we have another episode of the Zelda 1 Randomizers Winter Tournament 2024. This is the Swiss rounds, week number 2. Tonight we have two juggernauts of the scene that will be facing off. On your left is CaffyJD. On your right is CFalcon. The gates have been dropped and they should be starting momentarily.
Yeah, I mean, CFalcon hasn't been quite on the scene lately, but coming back in round one, took down Town. So yeah, a very nice win for him. I'm not sure who Caffey played last week. I should say I don't remember because I think I watched it, but there's so many races. So many races. All right. Oh, hey, look, that's a familiar looking screen. Except
Yeah,
normally you don't have a blue candle as a choice. We're gonna grab the sword. Neither one of these runners is crazy enough to go for the early candle. As we've seen a couple of runners do that.
Yep, I have definitely seen that at least once in this tournament, Tracy. And by the way, I am JXB Adam, and I'm joined in the booth by Tracy. For anybody who doesn't know us, Tracy is a longtime commentator on the Z1R scene, whereas I am relatively new. So if I make any mistakes, chat, feel free to completely rib me all night long.
A vanilla medium secret. Did we see what we started with? I did not see what we started with. It's not a recorder because we have nothing in our B button. I'm gonna guess it's the power bracelet because I don't see anyone going for that raft spot. There's our first take any candle.
Almost a guarantee that the runners are going to grab a candle this early. It makes routing just a little bit better on the overworld.
Yeah, we do know one player that will pick up the heart. I like to pick up the heart, but I'm not competing in this tournament for very good reasons. 6 on the small secret is not ideal. Looks like we do have the raft spot star. I thought, I always like to check that raft spot right away if I'm near it. Level 7.
Oh boy, level 7?
That could be Q1. That is not Q2. No, that's not Q1. This is shape 7.
Shape 7, no bombs, and an immediate ladder block. I think the runners will be ducking out shortly.
Yep. No. Well, CFalcon's gonna try and kill this Gibdo for bombs. And wouldn't surprise me if he tries again. Caffey, meanwhile, is gonna go back to start. He resets so he can reset his global counter so he can hopefully get a bomb drop on the first kill. And he's gonna do some nice magic sword right next to start, so easy to get to at least.
Hi, Mags.
If it ever becomes relevant. Vanilla rupee candle, but we've already got our blue candles.
Yep, and a relatively cheap bait. Again, close to start, so if we happen to have that bait block come into play and the runners have the rupees to get the bait, they'll be right back there.
Yeah, there's gonna be a bait block in the back half, most likely. Let's see, this is level 4 for CFalcon. Could be quest 1. No, I think this is Q2. With 2 key doors and, hey, look, a key. And another key, okay. Level 4 with all the keys. And high red bubbles, so we're definitely got a Q2 something.
Yep, and a power bracelet early.
Yeah, okay, so I mean, that is an overworld block item. It's good to have that early so you can open up those power bracelet spots right away. So it's a nice find for CFalcon.
Yep, definitely. He'll be checking those and just routing them right in as he continues his overworld exploration. I've noticed that the overworld is full of the boomerang snipers, some Lionels like one that just took out Caffey, and the Pole's voice. So the dungeons probably won't be as friendly as we'd like. They'll most likely contain dark nuts and wizrobes.
And Caffy gonna go into the woods. There's a potion shop. Not really interested in that right now.
No, they're going to have to find the letter if they want to buy a potion. But runners at this level often leave a take any cave with a potion just for that purpose.
Yeah, just in case you don't find the letter, just in case it's a low money seed, that sort of thing. There's our small secret again. Haven't seen the large secret yet.
Yep, that's exactly what I was about to say, is we won't know the money situation entirely until we find that one of our 3 large secrets.
All right, heart for Caffy. Also of note, for those of you that might not have seen these races yet, the book will be required to get the old man to say anything but, what is he saying this time? I already forget. So the hints in this flag set are always true. I always use the term true because they are not always helpful and they can actually be deceptive, not purposefully. So it's not like deceptive hints in that, which is a flag that can be turned on. It is more like, okay, you've got 2 power bracelet locked dungeons, and it's feat of strength type thing. 95 for our arrows. So
Oh, that's rolled up a little bit.
Yeah, it's rolled up a little bit.
Falcons found the any roads.
So we go, okay, I didn't see where the first one was. We end up in the Deadwoods. We're going to end up in the Grave area, close to Death Mountain. With that power bracelet, he's going to check at least this spot. Caffy, meanwhile, finds level 5. We're still missing the Armos item, so he's going to check the Armos as well. At the very least, maybe do a couple more spots. 58 for the large secret. Okay, so money's going to be tight today.
Yep, money is an issue, and under the Armos, that looks like the wand.
That is a nice Armos item find. Meanwhile, CFalcon finds a hint shop. I didn't see all the prices. At least one of them was pretty low, though.
That's true, Tracy, and hopefully they'll be able to find the book so they can possibly take advantage of those hints.
All right, we're going to see the next any road. Vanilla over by the fairy fountain. Okay, not terrible. There's a heart container on the floor in level 3 for Caffy. And starting at the top means the bait block almost certainly is not going to be required, which is good because we're coming in here without meat. And we'll get the confirmation just like, there we go. That is definitely Q23. However, for a ladder block.
Yeah, the bait may not be required, but a ladder is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it could still be bait required if it's. I'm trying to think where that would be. Yeah, there would have to be like a key door into the bottom room. I mean, it'd have to be and then be in that bottom.
Yep, bottom right would have to be the bait going up into the room above it.
That's the only way. And the key door would have to go there and not to the other room. Otherwise, you'd be able to just walk back down. So good knowledge for Caffy. That river room is not normally in 3, by the way, so. Get some more money. Just a heart container on the coast, so probably not going to route back to that unless there's unless there's a dungeon in this area that we can get back to easily with the recorder, or if, there's a... Again, not checking the raft spot.
A little bit of a surprise, but the raft really only gives you those 2 spots. So
yeah, but
maybe counting on it
not
not being...
You still want to check them. You still got to check them. I find it weird that he hasn't checked them. CFalcon is in the right general vicinity to get his wand, so he won't be long without it. Caffy's thinking of buying arrows now. You've got the money to buy something, you might as well buy it.
Yeah, and a low money seed like this, the last thing you want to do is be entering all the different overworld locations and just giving away your money to door repairs.
Yep, absolutely. Oof. Yeah, just get that Red Gorilla sniping CFalcon just before he could shoot his sword at him. Well, unfortunately, he doesn't get the wand, but if he keeps going this direction, he will get to it.
Definitely. I can't imagine that he won't prioritize trying to find the Armos item because I believe he was already up in the grave area. Which I think, to his knowledge, he's going to know that remaining Armos spot is going to be his item.
Yep. He's down to 2. Caffy, meanwhile, finds level 5. So this will be a Q25. Which means theoretically we won't have any bomb walls, but we can't say that for sure. Could have 2 walk-through walls, 2 transport staircases, 1 item on the floor, 1 item in the stairs. And Wizrobes. Hi, Wizrobes. In an NSU room without the raft. Without the ladder. We don't want to do that room.
No, I think we're going to avoid that room until the game tells us otherwise.
Yeah, or until we have a lot better equipment.
At least one good thing, it looks like the Vires have rolled down.
That doesn't happen. Vires never roll down. That didn't end up being a push block since we saw an item. Now, this room you might do. Especially with those roll down Vires. We can try and cycle out those blue Wizrobes.
Yes, that's a good plan. It also looks like the red Wizrobes have rolled down to 2.
That's really nice. Caffy's trying to get that Tektite. Okay, well, he's going to take the death, but at least he's... and Falcon's going to join him in level 5. At least that room will still have the same enemies that he left with, because he didn't kill all of them. So they will not reset.
That's true, Tracy. And also, I believe there's a bubble in that room, so even if he does get them all killed, they're going to stay dead because of the bubble.
Yeah, bubbles have very few uses, but that is one of them. Falcon sees the NSU room with all the Wizrobes and says nope. As he should.
Yeah, it's early in the seed, the runners don't have a lot of offense, and these enemies are not particularly nice.
Oh, nicely done from Caffy. That one blue Wizrobe for a second was just camping. Unfortunately, it's just the transport staircase, so we're not going to get an item out of here right now. He picked up something.
I think it was the compass.
Oh, you're right. I see that compass flashing. I want to say that... No, that's not a room we've gotten to. We do need to go through the NSU room, potentially, to get there.
That's most likely true, unless we're fortunate enough that we can get around it with the transport.
Nope, we've seen both transports, so the NSU room's going to be required, but if it's just for the Triforce, you just do it later. There's a Dig Dogger. Ah, there we go. Caffrey's going to be really happy he bought some arrows, because there's a bow. Well, potentially, and there we see Falcon also getting his bow. Potentially a little less valuable because the Pole's Voice have rolled onto the overworld, but still, you need to have it. Hard required. You're happy to get it.
Absolutely, and I know from a few races that I've seen in this tournament that important items can roll into level 9, and
Yes,
I have seen the bow roll in there quite a few times.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've seen a tournament race with a level 9 bow. We certainly have a ton of practices with that. Yeah, both runners up Aing out of the Galiaka room on the river spot. Then Yeah, you're not likely going to survive that room if you can't get through, unless you have a lot of health, or you can get past the actual river and do a little bit of dodging. All right, here we go.
Now, if I remember right, Tracy, on those hiding in those north doors with the blue wizrobes, there is no safe spot in that door.
No, they can go into them, and unfortunately, so far, the blue wizrobes are not cycling out. Okay, can we get rid of one blue wizard, please, game?
Yes. No.
Oh, got a clock.
Get it.
Oh, that clock was picked up right before that beam was gonna nail him. And in case you don't know what this dungeon looks like, there it is.
That's the Z of level 5.
It's a key for a key, which is nice. And as you say, more bubbles means those enemies are not coming back unless we leave the dungeon. You gotta go for the Gliak. We're not gonna go for the Gliak immediately. That could drop something.
Yep, I think we're gonna go by.
Okay,
oh, there's the heart container.
Okay, so now we don't care about the Gliak. No, wait, the Gliak. Sorry, the Gliak is the Triforce. We are gonna have to kill it for the Triforce and to open this door. And you know, both runners are gonna have to be a little bit careful because they don't want to be Y-forced immediately. Okay, they're just gonna. Okay, Caffy's just gonna grab the Triforce and get out of here. I thought maybe he'd go down one room to see if the. Did we get the stair? I don't think we got the stair.
Oh,
no, we did. We got the bow. Never
bow.
mind. We're done. We're done with this dungeon. Just grab the Triforce, get out of here. Never ever come back. It wasn't too bad a 5, other than the NSU room, but both runners doing a very good job of getting through that.
That's right, Tracy. We're seeing top level combat out of these two, which is absolutely no surprise.
All right, there's the raft spot. CFalcon finds the 3. He's gonna learn shortly that we can't do anything in this level 3.
Nope, he went up. He got his free floor heart. And with that heart, whenever either of our runners finds the white sword item, they are guaranteed to be able to pick it up at 6.
Right, Lost Hills checks from Caffy.
In the meantime, CFalcon has seen that ladder block and is out of number 3.
We're going to see a HUD clip from Caffy. Always fun to watch these.
It's a really neat piece of tech so that they can go over here and just pop right down into the onto the ladder to get up to the vanilla letter cave.
Get all your money stolen.
Most unfortunate. I also find it interesting that all the old men are saying, I never learned to read, and we are going to bring them a book so that we can understand them.
Okay, level 6. 2Q6 is an interesting dungeon. It's the leftover shapes after clock. After the letters of the name Zelda. This could be a push block. 6 also has 2 transports though. It is. Oh, it's an item. It's a heart. It's still early. We're gonna take it.
Yep, and with mags being so close to start, it's possible that could enter into the runners' minds. But I think right now they're just thinking survival with all...
Yeah, look at this room. You hope you can just dodge out of that room and never have to actually clear it. Caffey with 5 bombs could go for it that way. Or we could just bomb around, which, you know, is probably the best. Oh, jeez, right into a blue landmo. Fortunately, we didn't come in from the left side, and we do have the wand, so not as bad as that could have been.
Absolutely. And that BMOS almost knocked Caffey off on placing his bomb, but look at this shoot.
Yep, we do need to go through the Wizrobe room. Meanwhile, CFalcon buying the arrows, which makes sense because he's got the bow now.
Fortunately, the Wizrobe room doesn't have a shutter door on the top, so we can just dodge right through them.
Yeah, I think we leave the dungeon if it does. Oh my god, more Wizzies! Key on the floor, though, that Caffey's gonna want to try and get at some point.
Yeah, I think that key is going to be one of those, I'm relatively done with this dungeon, so I can grab it and just take the death and get out of here.
Okay, we're shuttered in with those Wizrobes, and you know what? We're just not gonna bother right now. And CFalcon getting the same news in terms of, well, it hasn't quite gotten the news of this room, but is gonna get his heart container. Yeah, Caffey's not even gonna try and get that key right now. Might come back for it later. We'll see. Might try and get it now. Might not. Yeah, the Wizrobes basically said no.
Oh, that's quite the firing squad. Firing squad after firing squad.
Yeah, he's just done with this dungeon for now. We got one item. We'll come back when we're again better equipped. If nothing else, coming back with full health would help. Here's our second large secret.
Yep, and we saw CFalcon entered that room, saw the key, dodged around all the Wizrobes, grabbed it, and got out.
And level 2. This potentially is going to be a nicer dungeon. We'll see if the Wizrobes decide to show up here too.
Well, so far gels are okay.
We don't know for sure. They might have rolled up to 1 since we don't have... Actually, they might have rolled up to 2. He was killing him with the wand. But this will not be a Wizrobe dungeon. We have Dark Nuts instead, which, you know, honestly is the better of the evils.
Yeah, Dark Nuts, they don't shoot you from afar, and the wand works on them.
Exactly. Well, the wand works on them up close.
Yes, of course. Yes.
I mean, that matters, because, like, if there's red bubbles or something, you still have a way to kill them, which is good. There's the shoot room that always shows up in 2, with some bombs I'm sure Caffey would love to have. CFalcon, meanwhile, gets to this level 6 shoot room. Let's see if he can get any further.
Yeah, the last time he was in this room, he showed a great skill at dodging the Wizrobes, and he gets through to the north.
To a ladder block.
Okay, game.
Alright, Caffey gets a key out of that like. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do this. That blue dark nut room with the double shooter is pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't blame Caffey at all for walking right by that one.
I don't think you clear that one until, again, the game says you have to. It's one of the skills I think of some of these better players is they know when not to do combat and know when they have to do combat.
I completely agree, Tracy. They know They also know which rooms are going to drop things so that they can just nope right out of them. And that
Oh,
blue...
yeah, okay. We found a way around the ladder block. CFalcon picks up the Triforce out of 6.
Yeah, caffeinated landmos in a quad shooter room are not an easy thing to take down, but CFalcon expertly did it.
And he should also find this level 2 rather shortly. And we still haven't gotten an item out of here.
That's true, Tracy. We haven't seen a floor item, haven't seen a stair.
Now,
Well,
slight early advantage to CFalcon, of course, having gotten that Triforce out of 6. Also, does have the power bracelet out of 4. How much of an advantage that is going to depend on whether that power bracelet is required or not.
absolutely. We
and
did
both
see...
our runners into.
Yep. We did also see earlier that the raft is not required this seed. The coast raft spot ended up being a potion shop.
Caffy running out of rooms for this level 2. This will be the Triforce room. This will be the item. This could be a super room. Maybe not. Thought something would drop there. Ladder, that's huge.
Yeah, with the ladder blocks that we have seen and the sort of ladder blocks that we've seen, that's going to be very helpful. It'll also allow Caffy to come out of the waterfall and check the river spots.
Yeah, we're right in that area, so that's good. Of course, he only has the 2 bombs. So, might not check it right now. We'll see. I think I would just go ahead and use those bombs and check it. There is still a floor item, unless I missed it.
I didn't see a floor item, so maybe we'll see it on CFalcon's side.
Yeah, he's gonna get the. He will get this. He won't miss this ladder, and he. Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, you gotta go down one more room, so he's gonna get the ladder as well.
Yeah, not a surprise at all to check a couple rooms around your Triforce just to see if maybe the items are hiding there.
Yeah, we'll see if he goes back in. And Caffrey gonna up A and do a hard reset to try and get a bomb drop.
Yeah, we've seen that CFalcon has had a much shorter time in level 2, so that might influence his decision whether he goes back in or not.
Yeah, Caffey saw most of the rooms. I don't know what room he's missing for the item. CFalcon's going to go back in. So far, that's kind of been... Caffey has been giving up on dungeons quicker. In the sense of he didn't dig an item out of 4, which was the power bracelet. Didn't dig out that Triforce out of 6 with those blue wizrobes all over the place. It is not going back into this 2 to try and find the floor item. It's probably that blue Darknet room now that I think about it. Yeah,
this one right here.
This one right here. I think he cleared every other room.
Yeah, to almost no one's surprise, CFalcon's going to pass that room up until he finds out that that's the last room left to clear.
Yeah, and he might still not do it. I mean, it's one of those things where Yeah, I think you go back and do a room like that before going into, a 9, because if you've narrowed, specifically if you've narrowed it down to exactly that room, going for a known item location as opposed to what we think is a shape's back half, level 9 makes a lot of sense. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna clear that room right now either. So he's gonna spend that same amount of time in this dungeon that Caffey did.
Yep, and both runners will have the knowledge, I believe, that item is under all of those blue dark nuts.
All right, Caffey finds the any roads. And it's gonna head over to the grave area. Unfortunately, there's spots we're gonna miss here because no recorder. Oh, he's gonna go get the heart container off the coast. Nice world wrap.
Yep, I can't blame him for that play at all. A little extra health with the big enemies in the dungeons,
Yep.
and it just puts him that one step closer to picking up the magical sword should he come across some more heart containers.
Yeah, and it's right by level 3. And level 3 was hard ladder blocked. 2 items. Oh no, there's one more item, and of course the Triforce. Unfortunately, he has to use his last key. There's the Triforce. This is probably the transport to the other side. Yes, it is.
Oh boy, what a
Hi,
welcoming committee.
Yeah, Caffey's gonna hope that either it's not in the Gliak room, but it could be this next room. But just some bombs. And so he now knows he's gonna go get the Triforce. Can't go any further without a key, but can come back. Which is a little unfortunate. If CFalcon decides to head this way, he has 3 keys, and we'll be able to grab that second item most likely.
Yep, hopefully for Caffey's sake, that second item isn't required.
Again, not as worried about that. It's another, small dungeon to come back to. Know exactly where the item is, or in this case, you're narrowed it down to just those 4 rooms. So I feel like, again, I think he goes back there before doing other, things. Oh, hey, look, it's the white sword item. It's the book. We have hints.
I think Caffey has seen both hint locations as well.
Mm-hmm. I think you want a little bit more money before you go do those, so you can save scum both of them, but I imagine it won't be that long before we see it. Now, I think this is going back to level 4? No. Where are we headed? Both runners find level 9, one right after the other. There's another small secret for Caffey.
Yeah, I think that spot on his map was just unchecked because I think the last time he was on that screen, he took a Lionel sword to the face.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't realize how far. I guess Caffey was there before the reset. Or the last save. The last up A. Either that, or I'm remembering a different. Yeah, I'm remembering something different because now Caffey's gonna find level 9. Hoping to get some bombs from these Gurias as well.
Yeah, it's always a good plan when you've got bomb droppers to just snipe a few of them as you're walking across the overworld.
Okay, now CFalcon's going to come back to this level 3 with 3 keys, and we're going to see what else is here. And hint shop. There's the hint shop. And he's going to buy a couple of these. Can't buy all 3 with his money. Okay, now knows the location of the power bracelet. We've already seen that out of level 4. Oh, level 3 has the recorder. Okay, that's kind of funny because CFalcon's going to get that recorder right after we saw the hint for it. It's going to be in this far into the dungeon as we can go. It's going to be here, and there it is.
Yep, right on the floor, and did you notice it took him all 3 keys to get to it?
Yeah, there's no keys left.
Though I think most runners will trade 3 keys for a recorder.
I don't know. It's certainly one very useful item. But yeah, Caffy's gonna grab the potion here. But gosh, that's a lot of keys for an item that might not be required.
I suppose that is absolutely true, Tracy. Of course, they could just use it for some faster overworld traversal.
Yeah, I mean, that's the most useful part of it. But there's a really good chance that something is going to be locked by either the power bracelet or the recorder, because we're starting to run out of spots, and we're still missing... Let's see. We've seen 1, I believe. We've seen 4. We've seen 6. We've seen at least 1 of 7 and 8. I can't remember which. We saw 7, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen level 8, and I'm not sure if we saw level 1. We might have. It would have been early. And CFalcon's buying a key.
There's 8. Okay, we definitely haven't seen this before. Immediate ladder block.
Well, it's a good thing we got that ladder.
Yeah, and Caffy's in such a bad position with only 1 bomb in here. You want that, even though it's not the bomb. Yeah, I mean, obviously these guys can't drop bombs, so. Got 1 bomb. He was hoping for a bomb drop, I think. There's the book for CFalcon. He was able to pure wet the key door, but hey, guess what? We still have 1 bomb.
I'm a little surprised Caffy didn't try pushing through the wall. I believe there's some one-ways.
Nope.
Or there, no push walls in 8?
Not in the shapes. This is shapes. Push
course,
walls are only in 2Q.
I'm thinking 2Q, and we have a 2Q first half. See, that's why these gentlemen are playing the game, and I'm up here talking about it badly.
I mean, you can turn that flag on. There is a flag that you can turn on to have walk through walls in shapes dungeons, but I've never ever seen it played. I've never seen that flag turned on in a shapes dungeon.
I can imagine that would be some amount of fun.
I mean, it would have allowed him to check those, maybe there would have been a push through in one of those walls, but nope. He didn't want to, he decided it was more valuable to be able to force a bomb, and here's level 1. We have not seen this. And there's a bomb wall here too. But in this one, we know where the bomb wall is. And there's the mugger that always shows up in level 4 in second quest.
Yep, and we saw a hint in level 4 that says that the magical key will be in level 8.
That would be nice to find that.
Yeah, we've seen a fair number of key doors so far this seed.
We sure have. And I think we're Dig Dogger blocked out of this Triforce. So Caffy at least knows exactly where to go to get his recorder. But is not going to be able to get it. Not going to be able to get the Triforce here out of 1 right now. And meanwhile, CFalcon's back into level 4.
Yeah, I believe CFalcon's doing he doesn't have the Triforce out of here, and he knows there's 2 more items. And now he has the Triforce.
Okay, so we got one heart container. I guess did we get a second heart container? Because Caffy's out. And with so little left, I'd be surprised if he would leave the other item. He's gonna try and get some bombs from these gorillas. Maybe try and go back to 8.
Yep, I'm sure that he got one heart container out of level 1, and it's entirely possible that the other one spawned right underneath him.
Yeah, he's just gonna buy bombs. Those gorillas not cooperating. CFalcon finds level 7.
Now we saw this right at the beginning with this ladder block.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We did see this. I thought we saw it because I remember thinking it was Quest 1 until I realized that the Quest 1 map will start under the E in region, or the L in level, or sorry, the E in level. And Caffy's gonna try these bombs out in level 8 here.
And those two didn't open, so he'll try north. A red candle on the floor in level 7. I'm sure the runners would have liked to have had that early.
I mean, if you get the red candle, for most runners, if you can get the red candle before you find a take any candle, that's really nice. Doesn't happen very often. Oh, can't quite afford that bomb upgrade. It's a cheap one, too. There's a Triforce for Caffy out of 8, so he's be able to leave here with something at least.
And a possible Goma block in level 7. Not for either of our runners, as they both have the bow and wooden arrows.
Okay, Caffy's gonna save out of 8. He doesn't have enough money to buy keys to go through level 3 to get the recorder. He knows where it is. He knows he needs it. Maybe he heads back to 7 as well. No, he's gonna head back to 4. There's a bomb pack on the floor.
Yeah, he's going to try to pickpocket the Patra and does so expertly.
He's going to have to pay a heart container here. Ooh, silver's in 7 for CFalcon. That's really big. Yeah, CFalcon really looking good. Like, let's see, at this point, he doesn't need anything else. Really in good shape. Just sticking in these dungeons just a little bit longer. The power bracelet ended up not mattering. But having the extra... I don't know where he got all the extra keys in for his level 3 dig. I know he got that 1 out of 6. But he had one other extra key, which is what he needed to get to the recorder in 3. And that's going to be really huge. Because he's going to get to level 1. And he's just going to be able to grab the Triforce and get out of there. So definitely an advantage to CFalcon right now.
I agree totally with that assessment, Tracy. And oh no, Caffy has taken a death on level 4 and just hard resets right out of it.
Yeah. No, he's actually he didn't even save because he's still got that heart that he gave up from the mugger. He's just not in a good position right now. Just can't get to that recorder. Recorder we know is required for the Triforce out of 1. It's not. I don't think we have any overworld blocked dungeons, which is at least something. He's gonna try getting through this level 3. I think.
I think that might be his plan as well.
But he's gonna find he's gonna need another key. And can't afford 2, let alone one, let alone 2.
Now, I'm not sure if CFalcon tried to bomb down here to get
Level
to the
3.
right.
Yeah, level 3 never bombs. And Quest 2, unlike 5 and 7, where you can't really say never, but they're kind of not supposed to, level 3 never actually does not bomb.
See, there again, I would have been throwing bombs at those walls and just being like, well, I guess that one doesn't bomb either.
Yeah, Quest 2 has its quirks.
Honestly, I think the biggest thing Quest 2 ever did, like its claim to fame, is all the trauma it caused those poor kids in the 80s.
I was one of those 80s kids. It didn't cost me. I found it interesting. Like to me it was very much a I felt like cuz it kind of held they kind of held your hand in Quest 1. There's a huge map that gives you, that gives you maps of the first 2 dungeons, tells you where some of the dungeons are. And then you get to Quest 2 and all bets are off. I'm like, this is the real game.
Yeah, Quest 2 was when the gloves came off.
That's right. Very few people agree with that assessment. There's the candle on the floor for Caffy. Which, unfortunately, doesn't help him. Doesn't help him at all. And the silvers are going to be really nice, assuming he finds them. But it's not progression. Like, there's a reason why silvers, even with important items in 9, isn't on. Like, there's a reason why the silvers are still available in 9, because the only progression they have is literally the end game.
Yep, they add some extra offense for a lot of enemies, but
Caffey
really,
has no money. Caffey knows he cannot be spending arrows, because he knows he needs 2 keys, and he doesn't know. He knows where there's 1 key in 6. He doesn't know where he's going to get those keys. Meanwhile, CFalcon up in the grave area, so is going to get to levels 1 and 8 relatively soon.
Yep, he did pull the letter out of vanilla level 6. I guess I should say 1Q vanilla 6.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're going to buy some bombs so we can get all the spots here.
It's always nice when there's a bomb shop up on Death Mountain.
Mm-hmm. I do fully, yeah, in fact, this is the silvers right here for Caffey. So he's going to get these silvers. Like, at this point, he has to go someplace and dig somewhere. He doesn't, I don't know if he saw the hint out of 4 that puts the any key in level 8. Which maybe is where he heads back, just because he's so his key situation is so bad. There's bait block number 2, which is useless because we can walk right through him. I mean, okay, there's a Triforce out of 7 for Caffey. Did find a thing he needs, but not necessarily the thing he wants. Like, right now, that any key would be the best thing he could find.
I think so. That any key would open up just about all of the things he needs to be able to get through to level 9.
Yep. But he may head back to 4. Yeah, we're gonna head back to 4. Right now, he would just, if he could just find some keys. I'm kind of surprised he didn't save first. He already retried out of this once. And he's gonna have to give away the heart again. Because unfortunately, 0 keys does not. There's no zombie link equivalent with keys.
No, you must have the keys to pass.
Yeah, I don't know if he saw the hint. Did he see the? I know we saw the hint when CFalcon was in here getting his Triforce. And there's a boomerang in 4. That's not what Caffy wanted to see there.
No, not at all.
And now he can't retry this out of this time. Because he can't retry his key back, can't retry his heart back because he did not save after finishing up 7. CFalcon's gonna buy more bombs.
Yeah, I think the best item that Caffy could have found in here in level 4 would have been the red ring.
Yeah, I mean that's white sword or red ring. There is still a floor item outstanding, but I mean, digging out the floor item in 4 is not fun.
Not at all. And given he already has the silvers, the bow, I doubt he'll be digging any items anytime soon.
No, he knew where this Triforce was. He's just gonna grab it and get out of here.
Yeah, hopefully he did see the hint in here about the any key, but even then, I don't know if he would go digging level 8 completely.
I think he'd have to. I mean, he can go back to 6. He can go back to 6. He knows there's a key there. He's key neutral out of 4. He must have picked up another one after he spent the one he spent. So he can go back to 6. He'll be able to get the Triforce there. Trying to think if did we see any items in 6? I'm not sure. Well, we got a heart. We got a heart in the stair. Floor item's still outstanding. And, you know, CFalcon, we'll see if he tries and get this any key. Shapes 9 without keys is problematic.
Shapes 9 without keys, Shapes 9 without a map could be very difficult as well.
Yeah, but that's normal. Like you go into Shapes 9, everybody has the same issue having that map. Whereas the key situation, yeah, we're back into 6.
Yeah, I imagine that Caffy's in here looking for keys. Meantime, CFalcon's grabbed the Triforce out of level 8, and he is moving on.
Yeah, needs to find level 1. That shouldn't be hard. There's not much left for him to check. And Caffy's really hoping he doesn't have to use any keys to this and can... I am concerned that, I think there was another key block. Okay, there's the heart on the floor in 6. I imagine CFalcon... No, he couldn't have picked that up because he didn't have the ladder, and that was in a Chevy room.
Yeah, CFalcon has found level 1 and is beginning his hunt for the Triforce.
Well, if he just kills this dig dogger, he's gonna find it. But he's gonna... he's gonna get the news that he has to go back to the dig dogger shortly. Alright, Triforce for Caffy out of 6. Has the keys he needs to go through 3. That is where he's gonna go next for sure.
It looks like this race is shaping up the way we thought it would in the beginning, with level 9 coming into play.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Shapes 9, so Shapes 9s are pretty notorious for doing level 9 things. But Caffy needs the type of 9 that if you go one way, you can have a really quick 9. If you go the other way, you can have a really long 9, and he needs CFalcon to choose the wrong path. He needs to choose the right path. But it is a thing that can happen. As CFalcon enters 9. see if we find a map to this dungeon. We haven't seen the maps to any of our shapes dungeons.
We have not. And there's a Goma. We're going to walk right by him.
Yeah, I mean, he's got plenty of money. I probably would have gone ahead and taken out that Goma in hopes that a map or a compass dropped. And there's a recorder for Caffy. I imagine he recorders up to 8, which is the closest place, closest dungeon to where 1 is. Meanwhile, those stairs don't push for that block isn't pushing for CFalcon, and let's see. It's gonna try bombing, and neither of those walls bombs.
Yep. And for anyone who doesn't know, right now CFalcon in level 9 is looking for 2 things. He's looking for what we call a roar and a door. The roar is the roar of Ganon. You can hear Ganon if he is adjacent to you, either north, south, east, or west. He's also looking for the door. This is a shutter door that even after you've cleared all of the enemies in the room does not open unless Ganon has been slain.
And of course, it would be a single shutter door like this one right here.
Yes, single shutter door, the only exception to that being Ganon's room.
We know northwest, okay. Caffy gets his Triforce out of 1. Is going to go to 9 with 0 keys. CFalcon currently has 2. I think he entered with 1. There was a key on the floor that he just picked up.
Yep, this looks like level 9 might be doing some level 9 things.
Yeah, and in fact, yeah, I've actually put Caffy as further behind than I thought he was. He's not that far behind, but you know, CFalcon with a good minute and a half head start into this level 9.
We'll see if Caffy decides to kill this Goma and if he gets a map. That could really help him out here.
Oh, sure could. Oh, hi, shoot room. Yeah, until I have a map and a compass, I'm just killing everything in, with a simple enemy set. And enemy set so far has been relatively simple. You know, I'm not going to kill an 8 blue wizard. Yeah, see, look at that. There's a map. And that is a map.
That certainly is a map. And chat, we get to play Name That Inkblot at least once tonight.
Yeah, we didn't see any maps for 7 or 8 in shapes. I'm seeing a cash register. That's
I can see a cash register there.
Yeah, I can see it. Oh, CFalcon is out of bombs. Is gonna leave and go buy some. Not that far away, but this is a cut into that lead that he had. Caffy sees the heart container, doesn't want to take it.
No, the enemy set in level 9 so far hasn't been too horrible, so he's going to just keep going.
Yeah, you would pick up a red ring, you'd pick up a white sword. I think that's all you'd pick up.
And now Caffy knows the approximate location.
Now I'd say we're basically even at this point. Our runners basically have the same knowledge, except slight advantage to Caffy with that map, depending on just how much of an advantage that map we'll see.
Well, CFalcon coming back in may kill that Goma.
Yeah,
the other thing is
nope, he's not. He's on the other direction.
But CFalcon does have those 3 keys. That might make a difference.
I'm seeing the word roar in chat. I don't know if we, Well, Caffy, we don't have Caffy sound, we have CFalcon sound, and with both of them in 9, you gotta just pick.
That is a roar that I hear.
Yeah, I hear it too. One of the problems with these funny colored sprites that these... Are they in the same room? No, this is not the same room.
That might be. No.
It looked really, really similar. The problem is I can't see this particular sprite color that Caffy's using. I can never see the dot on the map.
Yeah, I can't see that dot either.
Like it's so faint. Okay, chat's saying they both know where Ganon is. Caffy with 2 keys, CFalcon with 4.
And is it a magic stare to Ganon?
It could be. Caffy gonna go back to start. Let's see, is he out of bombs? He's out of bombs, so he's gonna have to go do the bomb pickup. Hoping to get some bombs from these gorillas. And they do not oblige him. Oh, CFalcon gonna go ahead and kill this Goma. He's gonna get the map. Oh,
That's
there's
gonna be
bombs for
helpful.
Caffy. Oh, double
more
bomb
bombs.
drop for Caffy.
This is a very exciting race, chat. If you're not already doing it, follow these runners.
All right, so Caffy, yeah, chat pointing out he's only got 5 rupees, so he's got to be careful with that rupee count.
I know it's happened before, but I've never seen a runner unfortunate enough to enter Ganon's room with no rupees.
Yeah, Caffy looking in a completely different place. CFalcon is out of bombs. Needs to go get more bombs. Does get some from the gorillas this time. Does not have to go to the shop. They're both entering level 9, re-entering at about approximately the same time.
This certainly is a nail biter, Tracy. Ganon definitely didn't skimp on his walls today.
Here's a bomb wall for Caffy. This could be a staircase here. Bomb pack for CFalcon. See where this staircase goes.
Yep, Caffy's down to 3 rupees.
Bubbles guard the compass. Yeah, he had to use the rupees on the Goma. Fortunately, with the wand, he has other options.
Yeah, Zol's guarding the compass is a decent hint.
Well,
For
Bubbles.
some reason... Was it Bubbles?
Yeah, it was Bubbles, yeah. So it's just going to be a bubble room.
Oh, there might just be a compass free on the floor.
Yep. And Caffrey's going to be out of bombs soon, too, again. Oh, this could push. I don't think we've seen I'm not sure if we've seen this room yet or not.
I haven't seen
push
it.
Oh, Caffey taking a death, and I want to say that's the right area he needed to be in.
Quite unfortunate, as I think he has a red potion as well.
Yeah, he's trying to save it for for the actual fight. And just you don't expect a gel to snipe you like that. I think he's got the path.
He may, but CFalcon's in that same disco room.
Yeah, CFalcon's gonna get there first now. And of course, this won't be an easy Ganon fight for either one of them with that wood sword. Yep, there it is.
So the nice thing for Caffy is that room is going to stay dead in a similar way because of the traps.
So he needs to have a better Ganon fight. He's going to enter in slightly after.
Both runners in Ganon, same time.
You know what else? We haven't found. We know Zelda's in that northwest corner, but we don't. Neither one has found where. It almost has to be one of those two. You see below the D and below the dash on board 9.
Yep, that little offshoot up there.
Yeah, I think that's the only north. I think it's all we have. Wait, was it northeast or northwest? It was northwest.
Northwest.
Yeah, so it's actually not. It's going to be as simple as, well, I mean, not like that spot was going to be simple either.
Yeah, both runners have Ganon down, and now it's just a race to the kidnapped.
They both have 2 keys. Caffy has no bombs. So he has to use the key.
Oh no, there's another key up there.
Yeah, nobody has keys right now. There's a key. They're in the same room again.
And it's the dreaded Rupee
No,
boss.
we gotta go the other way. It's northwest. Oh, and no key dropped. Oh, I think CFalcon might have used 1 extra key.
Caffy grabbed the key out of the corner of that diamond staircase room, whereas CFalcon left it.
Oh, and it's this. You gotta go through this door here. Oh, it's gonna make the difference. Oh, wait, no! It's not here either. Oh my god.
What even is this race, Tracy?
Oh, that room must... Okay. We need... it's gotta be below this door here. Neither runner has enough money to buy a key somewhere.
And we know this Dig Dogger room did not bomb down.
Didn't bomb down, and it didn't drop a key. I have never seen this before. I have never seen both runners without a key. Just desperate to find one more key to be able to get into the right area. Caffy also down to only 1 bomb.
I think this is a race to get a key, Tracy.
Yeah, chat pointing out could be under the B4 down. That would still be in that northwest quadrant. Like, what do you do in this situation? Yeah, Caffy, 0 bombs, 0 keys. This is insane. Yeah, Caffy gonna leave and go get some bombs.
Yeah, I can't blame him. The walls are super reinforced in this level 9.
For anybody that came late, we know we got a hint that the any key is in level 8. And Caffy's looked like he was recording away for a second. Is he going?
He was trying to record her away, but I don't think you can with a clock.
He's gonna go back and he's gonna look for the any key.
Or just any, not even the any key, just a key.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a key would work. A key, the actual A key. This is insane. I've never seen this before. Oh look, CFalcon finds a compass.
We know where the girl is, but can we get to her?
Remember, we saw very little of this 8. The Triforce was not deep in. Now, is it this room? I thought we saw.
I think this room.
Yeah, no,
I think this room dropped the Triforce.
No, I'm looking at CFalcon's side. And this.
Oh, it's got to be left from this one.
I don't think that bombs. I want to say they tried it. And more key doors for CFalcon! Oh my god!
Now, will CFalcon go back to level 8, or any of the other dungeons?
I mean, if you're gonna go back to a dungeon, you go back to 8. That's just... because you know the any key's there, and you didn't explore enough of it to find floor keys.
And it only drops a bomb!
God. Oh, we're gonna... oh my god.
Ah! And we missed the Kananaki. We're gonna up an A and bring Aquamentus back.
He's gonna try it again. The 1 hour, 11-minute Kananaki.
No one saw the race coming down like this.
No, I've never seen this. I have never seen it come down to this. Both runners frantic to find keys. At this point, we don't... I mean, there were like 3 key doors for CFalcon. They might need that any key. That any key might be virtually hard required. And I say virtually because you could farm money.
And that's exactly what CFalcon is doing right now, some guinea farming.
Alright, there's the Kananaki for Caffy. This block will push to open the door. That's not useful. This could be it here. It's just a transport. More rupee boss for Caffy.
How interesting. Who's going to get the money first? CFalcon farming guineas or Caffy with rupee bosses?
I'm not convinced 1 key is going to be enough. That's the thing. How much were the keys? I don't remember. And we're going to have to pay a heart here because, again, we have no keys to pay with. But Ganon's already dead, and the enemy set 9 is not terrible.
Yeah, I don't think they have any problem giving up the heart at this point. So, I can't remember, Tracy, did we see a floor heart here in level 8? I don't think we did.
We didn't see anything at a level 8. This could be a floor item, this could be a stair item. It's the raft! It's the raft we started with!
Game, what are you doing to these poor runners?
So CFalcon's gonna get his key soon. But I don't know if 1 key is enough. Chat saying that the keys, no keys in the seed must have been what we just had an update. Must have been one of the update improvements.
I think improvement should be in quotes.
It is.
Oh, even better. That's what I get for not looking at chat. A white sword for Caffy.
White sword? I mean, you take it because it's free, but I was about to call that a super room, but it's not because the shutter door. So Caffy's found 2 items out of 8.
Yeah, it's kind of nice for Caffy because now he knows that the last item, the any key, is going to be in a stair.
Also, he's got to not take a death here. I really would use that potion. Okay, he's gonna grab, gets a fairy. Another rupee boss. CFalcon, meanwhile, is gonna buy his key. And we'll see if he can get through with one.
Key.
Yeah, oh yeah, because there were some choices there as well.
I think this has been... Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't just that like there was at least one room with 2 key doors, and I think we saw another room with a single key door. So if he uses the key and doesn't get through, he's gonna up A and retry out of it, get that key back.
Yeah, right now it's there's a key on the floor for Caffy, and he is
gonna
out
take
of level
that
8.
Key, and he's gonna use that key. And again, no, just like, is he gonna save it though?
He's not saving it. He's just recording away.
He's not. Yeah, you're right. Not gonna save it. If it takes 1 key, CFalcon's gonna have this. If it takes multiple keys, then Caffy has more of 8 explored than CFalcon does. And CFalcon will have to start the farm process all over again.
Yep, or it could even be that it only takes 1 key, but there's a right direction to use that key.
Yeah, and that's advantage CFalcon because he's got the save. He's also got the compass that Caffy doesn't have. So Caffy needs this to be multiple key doors for him to win. CFalcon needs this to be 1 key door, and he needs to guess right. And might have a shot even if he doesn't guess right, is if he retries to get the key back. So, you know, right now advantage CFalcon, but it ain't over yet.
It ain't over till the credits roll, folks.
Oh wait, was this a key door? This was a key door. Okay, this should be it right here for CFalcon. I forgot that this was a key door. Yeah, there it is. The silver's hand right before. Oh
Thanks,
my god.
game.
What a race. What an amazing, incredible, crazy race.
Absolutely, Tracy. I don't think I've seen a race that exciting in quite some time.
You know,
let's get our GGs out for our race winner, CFalcon.
Yeah, and it just, you know, the 1 key that Caffy finally found there, it was so deep in the dungeon.
Oh, and look, Caffy has the path.
He's got the path. Well, they both had the path. They knew just need to go through this key door. And yeah, our official race times, CFalcon finishing at 1:17:22, Caffy finishing at 1:18:05. So a 43-second difference. That's...
What an amazing race.
Yeah, that was insane. That was absolutely insane. We'll have to see if we can get our runners in.
I'm pretty sure I know what they're going to talk about.
I mean, what else is there to talk about when you think about it? Like this? I have never seen that. Oh, looks like we got Caffy.
GG's, Caffy.
GG's, Caffy.
Thank you.
So I mean, you have to know by now. You were both looking for keys at the end. You took different approaches. You went back to 8, and you found everything but the any key that we know is there. CFalcon had a little more money, so he did the giddy farm. to get enough money to buy a key. And like 8 just wasn't dropping keys at all, let alone the any key. That was just absolutely insane. I have never seen that before.
Yeah, that was rough. And I had key trouble throughout the entire seed.
Mhm.
Most notably in 3, where it took 2 keys
Yep.
to get the recorder, which I knew I needed for 1.
Yep.
So yeah, that was really rough. That whole time, I'm just shaking my head like, this is ridiculous. I can't get a key drop to save my life, and I had a kinetic key to get into the level
know.
further.
Yeah, and then not only like what would I say, the 1 hour 11-minute Kananaki, that's insane.
Yeah. So, other than the key troubles, the seed went okay. I took a lot of deaths early, which didn't help. But yeah, the finding the bow in 5 first was nice. Finding silvers in 7 was a nice surprise. I was fully expecting to dive 9 for silvers. And then just getting that recorder was tough enough. And then 9 said, "Hold my beer. This is gonna be harder."
And we do have CFalcon joining us. GG's, man. You just got
GG, CFalcon.
You got your key just that much quicker. Different approaches. You went for the guinea farm. Caffy went back into 8, hoping just to find a key drop or find the any key that we knew was there.
First of all, thank you, GG's Caffy. I hate this game. Like sometimes, especially. I mean, I know Consternation Shapes 9 does that crap all the time, but my God, I was in there at 53 minutes, and then that 9 just what it wasn't going anywhere, and then the key doors happened.
Yep. Yeah, I have never seen both players have to leave 9 to find a key after killing Ganon. You know, and it was so back and forth at the end. You know, at one point you both had had what looked like the path, right? And you know, Caffy, you grabbed the one key that was sitting there in a diamond staircase room. CFalcon, you had to go back for it, and then you get to the room right before, and there's another key door, and it was just absolutely insane.
Yeah, incredibly rough 9 for a seat that just refused to drop keys, and required keys to get to a go mode item in 3. So it was really painful in that sense.
Yeah, that was, in fact, that was actually the second time that it happened to me with keys in the seed, because at one point I actually had toward the beginning seed, I thought I had like 4 of them or something, and thought I was all right, and then I just went down in level 3, and all of a sudden I had 0 all of a sudden. I'm like, wait, how'd I get to 0?
Yep. And that recorder was hard required, so you couldn't give it up.
Oh no. Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate that did that, because the rest of the seed, for the most part, I thought was decently friendly. If ignoring the fact that after I found the 1, like, I was like, oh, this will be helpful in speeding up some combat, and then I ran into the Wizard dungeons.
Yeah,
in a row, but
level 6 was particularly bad, and that might have been one of your advantages, because you dug out that 6 the first time, got your Triforce out of there. It looked like it was going to be ladder blocked, turned out not to be. But maybe more importantly, there was a 6 or 8 blue Wizard room with a key in it that you went out of your way to make sure you picked up. Caffrey, you picked it up later when you went back to 6 for the Triforce. And that might have been, I mean, I don't know how much of a difference that was, but it definitely helped you, CFalcon, getting the recorder out of 3.
Yeah. Sorry, I gotta be honest, I can't remember anything that happened in the first 53 minutes. That 9, that stupid 9.
9 was bad. 9 was bad.
Yeah, I think this was definitely a tale of 2 seeds. There was 1 to 8 with all of the fun with keys, the 3 key door locked recorder in level 3, all of the double dips, and then level 9 showed up and said, "Hey, these 2 look like they want a brand new seed. Let's go ahead and just do that to them."
And exactly what it was too. Just getting to the correct stairs just to get to Ganon was just a trek in and of itself.
Yep.
I bombed every wall. Took
You both left for bombs.
Right? Yeah, I left for bombs, and
Yeah.
it was rough.
Yeah, I had honestly like, I think there was 1.9 where I paused for a second because I was looking at like my tracker and what I marked, and I'm like, okay, did I not actually bomb one of these walls I marked off, or did I get the glitch where I like tried to bomb a wall where has a shutter door open and it didn't work?
Yeah,
At that point, I'm in a hurry, and I knew the seed was. Well, I thought the seed was sub-hourable. It probably is if you have a few more keys in hand, pretty easily.
The any key would have helped out, but Caffey spent a lot of time in that 8.
Nothing dropped,
and
man.
just nothing
dropped.
You got a white sword. You got a white sword after it was not useful. You got the blue boomerang. We found the blue boomerang in there, and just wherever the any key was in 8, and we never found maps to either 7 or 8. We never saw a map in either of those dungeons.
Yeah, for quite a while, I didn't know if I was in first quest back half or shapes for a minute. I wasn't really paying attention to where I was entering in from. I just assumed I was in shapes. I'm like, this looks like shapes to me.
Yeah, for a moment there, I was thinking that was going to be a first quest, but you walked in under the well, you guys neither want to use level, but we'll use L. for to make it the same for both that first column and first quest 7 is 1 over from that, so it's like it didn't take long to figure out with that, but when you end up in that upper corner, it's definitely that was definitely when you go in and out really quickly, you might not see it. And I know you both saw 7 really early. Didn't go very far because it had to find the bomb wall, if I remember correctly.
I think it might have been ladder blocked.
Yeah, there was a ladder block, and I think you tried bombing in the non-ladder block room, and it didn't bomb or something. It was definitely, you just couldn't progress early on.
Yeah, I had the same problem. I wasn't paying that much attention. All I knew is I walked into a 7 as my first dungeon. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna look real quick. I'm gonna leave. I had no doubts when I walked into 4. When I walked up a couple rooms, I'm like, yeah, this is 2Q4. And then I pulled the power burst right away, and I'm like, all right, see ya. No, I'm not pushing my luck digging this right now. I found something. We'll try to pick up some more stuff and go back to it later. And yeah, admittedly, a lot of the Triforces I don't think in the seed were difficult to find for what it's worth, but.
Well, that's the tricky thing. Like in early Triforce, it's a double-edged sword, right? Because you pick it up and then you don't really want to go back in for the items as much when you're not also looking for a required Triforce. Yeah, like 8 was just a few rooms in particular.
Yeah, I tried it in I think once I bow and ladder, the only dungeon I tried that in to go back in to look was 2, and I think it was in the 8. I think the floor drop was in the 8 blue dark knight room, and I said nah.
Yeah,
I
did that as well.
That is our guess.
We basically had to full clear the dungeon to get to the Triforce because the double vertical shoot room in 2, which was fun.
Yep.
Oh god, yeah.
That was placed every day.
That was placed. Those were placed pretty well, yeah.
Yeah, there were some weird room placements because you don't normally see that river room that 3 had.
Yeah, I was gonna mention too. I would love to know, Caffey. I'm gonna assume you picked up the book years before I did. Because
I never first to it, but I wouldn't say years.
Well, it feels like it because it was just right next to start, and early in the seed I couldn't everything. Well, I knew everything that dropped bombs on the overworld was beefy as hell, so I was trying to. Once I got the wand, it wasn't a problem. But yeah, I actually was I was actually watching my timer. Just a little over 11 minutes, I got my first bomb drop in the seed, and didn't make it back to start. And I think I got the book at like 35 minutes or something.
Yeah, no, mine was pick up at 32, and I had the same problem trouble in the beginning. My globals weren't dropping. But yeah, that's once I had gotten the book, I had bought hints that told me recorder location and power bracelet location. Luckily, that power bracelet wasn't required because I was not going back to that 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you firsthand. I know it wasn't required because I got all those spots, and yeah, I didn't really do. a lot, but I'm glad this race was at least close for probably how painful it was.
Yeah, it was
to watch at the end because it was definitely painful to play at the end.
Yeah,
I was begging
it got very close.
I was begging Caffy to just please hit done.
It's never a good feeling when you get to that point.
Yeah, I was expecting the dot down like around an hour at most, maybe an hour 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that 9 was not having that, so that was fun.
Yeah, I think that you both will enjoy watching this seed back, especially level 9. Maybe with some refreshments in hand, just so that you can not be playing it.
It's one way to go back and watch.
Directly into the recycle bin on my computer.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah,
Don't blame me at all.
We'll get this one off my SD card, and forget that ever happened. But just one. But yeah, Caffy GG's. God, that was something.
Yeah, I mean, CFalcon, take down Saitown, take down Caffy. Pretty good start to your tournament.
Yeah, for sure. And I think the I think the wheel has quietly heard my complaints that I've never mentioned out loud. But the last couple of tournaments when we got to like the group in the bracket stage, I happened to be the lowest seeded person both times with 1 loss because of the strength of schedule. So I think the wheel was like, "Oh, you want tough opponents? Here you go."
Oh, that's funny.
I mean, I'm joking aside because there's a ton of good runners, but like, this I am shocked that I'm 2-0, but there's a lot of this tournament left to go, so I can't wait for week 3 and whoever my opponent is in week 3. A little bit of a message. Yeah, I'm leaving Monday night and I'll be gone till Sunday, so I hope you can play right after the wheel stops spinning.
Oh yeah, there was
something out.
We did. They did sneak in a Sunday night race last week, so hopefully we can do the same, or the same thing can be done.
Right.
Caffy, I mean, you joined the ranks of 1-1, and there's a ton of really good 1-1 players.
Oh yeah, there's no grouping is going to be easy, no matter what your record is. So it's only gonna get harder.
Yep. Absolutely, but good luck to both of you in the next round and in the and moving on into the tournament, into the last few Swiss weeks. Is there anything else either one of you wants to add before we go ahead and close this out?
I mean, I just want to thank everybody today who put on the restream. Tracy, Adam, thank you both so much for doing commentary. I believe JLo was the one tracking tonight.
We have JLo.
Thank you to JLo, and yeah, appreciate it, everybody. For putting on the restream tonight.
Yep, echo what CFalcon said, and I look forward to next week. Good luck, CFalcon, on your next week's match, and GG's.
Yep, thank you. Good luck to you as well.
Yep, GG's to both of you. Good luck in the next week of the tournament. I'm looking forward and hoping that we have races that are as exciting as this race, but maybe not as frustrating for the runners.
All right. Well, we do have, this is the last race for tonight. There are only 3 races on the schedule for tomorrow, so I can actually read them off, because I suspect all of them should get restreams. At 5 o'clock tomorrow, we have King Doll versus Tilo Tilo. 8 o'clock, we have Malchior versus Vtorp, and at 10 o'clock, we have Angel FM versus Tabby Orange. So we'll you'll have to look at the schedule, see what channels those are all on, but I do expect restreams for all of them. Keep an eye on that SpeedGaming schedule as well as the Z1 Randomizer schedule, and see who's all on what channel. But yeah, that's going to do it for us. I'd like to, first of all, huge shout outs to JLo for doing the tracking. Trackers always our MVPs, can't do it without them. And of course, Adam joining me on comms, it was a pleasure.
Thank you, Tracy. It was absolutely a pleasure comming with you tonight. JLo, thank you for tracking. The last time I tracked, I couldn't get anything to register because the tracker was hungry. Also, thank you for doing the restream.
All right. And yeah, that's going to do it for us. We will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Good night, SpeedGaming 3.